Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to the Western Cohort breakout room. My name is Brooke Botwinick. I use she, her pronouns, and I am the Western Cohort leader. And when I'm not leading Kol Koleinu, I am the membership engagement director and youth advisor at Temple Ahavat Shalom, or I'm baking, doing art, Pilates, reading, or trying new restaurants. From sharing thoughts, information, beliefs, and conversations about important, relevant topics such as abortion, gun violence, anti-Semitism, and mental health, to lighter topics such as new slang words or school crushes, it has been an absolute pleasure getting to know each and every one of these fellows. In the fall, we had a chance to meet in person. Sure, there was a heat wave and the air conditioning broke, but everyone was a trooper, and we made the most out of learning about self-care, storytelling activism, power, privilege, and more. When we started meeting virtually on Zoom, everyone seemed to have a connection already from the in-person retreat we had together. Although meeting on Zoom had its ups and downs, altogether, we were able to learn and grow together as a community. Once again, in the spring, we have the chance to meet again in person, this time with the other cohorts. To see everyone bond with each other over activism, rest, social change, and of course, Taylor Swift in such a short period of time was magical to be a part of. I'm honored to have had the opportunity to lead this group and get to know this wonderful cohort. I'm proud of all of the hard work they've done. Each and every one of you give me hope for the future. Congratulations. And we are going to start us off with Alex and Maya. I'm not sure Maya is here, but I'll let Alex take it away.
Yeah, Maya is not able to make it today, but Maya and I are both returning fellows. We started the fellowship in 2021, and that was when we started our social change project, which is what I want to highlight today. We wanted to focus on aiding and providing resources for victims of sexual harassment, sexual assault, and rape. So we decided that the best area to target would be high schoolers. And with the help of our previous mentor, Robin, we were able to create a brochure and an online infographic that could be placed in schools. And over the past year or so, we've been working on implementing our project. So we have so far gotten our brochures and infographics in over 100 schools across 4 different states, which has been pretty successful. So we've reached thousands of kids, and hopefully we're informing them on what sexual harassment and assault looks like, where you can get help, and how to aid and support those who have been through it.
That's awesome. Thank you, Alex. Do you have like a link or something that you could share?
I don't have a direct link to our infographic right now. It's like we have a kind of a, what's it called? A file that's got our information with it. So when we reach out to schools, we're able to put in our different things. So our brochure is something that we put physically into classrooms for students to go and get, whether that be in like the offices or in their health classes. And then our online infographic is for online, so people can access it more remotely if they don't want to be seen up in person. So I don't actually have a link right now.
That's
I
okay.
have a file.
Okay, thank you. That was wonderful, and I'm so proud of all of your hard work that you've done. Um, I'm going to pass it along to Lucy, and Lucy's partner, Rachel, is on a plane right now, so she's not able to be here, but she was bummed, and she's here in spirit. But we're so happy to have Lucy here, and I'll let you take it away.
Um, Hi, I'm Lucy, as Brooke just said. I am a senior in high school. I'm on the Western Cohort, obviously. And yeah, my partner Rachel couldn't make it here today. So I decided to talk more about what this fellowship has meant to me individually and what I've learned from it. Um, so this fellowship has allowed me the opportunity to grow in my knowledge of Jewish feminism and my capacity for activism. Something that I've learned about feminism this year is both how ancient and modern it is. We've touched on biblical figures and the way they demonstrated feminism, but also on how feminism is a battle that is still being fought. Onto activism, I learned that you don't have to make a huge gesture to make an impact, and that every small step you make makes a difference. As for Judaism, something that I learned about Judaism is that there's a way for everyone to fit into it if they so choose, and there's not one right way or one thing you have to do to be Jewish, like this way. And just generally from the fellowship, I would say a way that I've grown is having more confidence in my abilities to make social change, even if I'm just one young adult by myself. And something that inspires me about the future of Jewish feminism is how we were all able to come together with our ideas and our passion, and make change in innovative ways. And I see a lot of that passion and ideas in like my generation and kids even younger than me. And so I have a lot of hope that we will continue to do that for years in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Lucy. Would you mind sharing a little bit about your project that you and Rachel created together?
Yeah, I'll just give you a little overview. So Rachel and I decided that reproductive rights was a very important issue in this time for both of us. And we wanted to reach out to legislators and make change in that way. So we found a few legislators that we thought were kind of in the middle on reproductive rights, weren't like super pro or against it, because that's where we felt that we could actually make the most change. So we wrote letters to them, and then we also created a template for people to write their own letters to their legislators, and we printed stickers with a like QR code to that template and other kinds of reproductive supportive stickers, and put them up around where we live.
That's so wonderful. Thank you. And I appreciate all of your hard work. Are there any, I apologize, I should have asked, are there any questions for Alex or Lucy before we continue? Okay. So Dara is here representing herself and Izzy, who unfortunately was also not able to be here today. But they worked really hard, and I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to share, Dara.
Yeah, so we decided we wanted to talk a bit about our project. Very early into like talking and discussing like what we wanted our project to look like, we both kind of realized like something we both very much had in common was kind of our dissatisfaction with mental health services in schools, just both like with personal experiences and like watching a lot of our friends have pretty unsuccessful experiences with it. So that was something we both really wanted to combat. And so we decided to make a website full of resources and like kind of just trying like resources on how to help, but also trying to just speak candidly about mental health to like destigmatize it a little bit more, because when you're trying to hide it in school, or like just the atmosphere when you go to like a mental health professional at the school like shuts you down, it makes you feel like you're not wanting to like it makes you shut it down yourself. So we wanted to like not make that happen pretty much. So yeah, we made that website, and I have some of Izzy's words up here as well. And yeah, so she felt empowered while creating our social change project because she knew that she had valuable information to share that could actually reach teens like me. All of the components to the website are somewhat personal, and she hopes that because of this, our impact will be greater. This is a resource I wish I had earlier in high school, so if it helps even one person, I will be extremely grateful, which is definitely something I echo as well. Think having stuff from teens would have been really helpful as well for me. And then, yes, I will put the website in the chat live in a second. And then she also wanted to share a way that she has grown or changed or something that's been inspiring. So throughout Kol Koleinu, I've grown to realize that the social change work I do might not affect my generation, and that is okay because it will make a difference. Whether that helps inspire change in 50 years or becomes the foundation for a greater change in the years to come, our work now will only improve the state of the world. It is inspiring to note the world of positive change will affect those who came after me. Even if I do not make an impact on someone now, I know that my work will lead to change, which can be really dissatisfying, like not realizing like the impact of your work now, but it's also kind of like reassuring, even when you're not seeing change immediately, like you're still, you can kind of hold out hope. I don't know if that sounds really cynical, but like, or I guess the opposite, like you know that things could still happen, I guess. Yeah, and I'll put the link down.
Thank you, Dara. Are there any questions for Dara and Izzy's group? No?
I am interested in understanding more about like what you were trying to change about the way that your schools dealt with mental health.
Yeah, so the
It is a
website was
feminist
meant to
issue.
be a resource in itself. And we are trying to like, I gave it to like the mental health professionals at my school. I've given it to a couple other people that said they'd send it to like, I live in Seattle Public Schools people, and Izzy's done the same thing in San Diego. So I know it had an impact in my school. We'll see about other things.
Hmm. Thanks for sharing it.
Thank you all. I'm so proud of all of you. You worked so hard and we've really had such a wonderful year. I wish we had the chance to meet again in person, but it's been truly an honor and a pleasure getting to know all of you. And like I said before, you give me hope for the future. I'm going to lead us into our closing ritual. So I'm just going to do a very brief meditation, and Dara's going to close with a poem. So you just take a moment, close your eyes or point your gaze downward, whatever feels comfortable for you. And take a couple of deep breaths. Take a moment and take this all in. Whether you're a family member or a friend who cheered on your loved one while working on their project, a mentor who guided groups throughout the process, or a fellow who created an incredible social change project. You should be so proud of yourself. You've taken a step to make the world a better place and a brighter place. Take another deep breath and set an intention for yourself for how you want to continue this wonderful work. Whenever you're ready and you set that intention and plant that seed, you can blink your eyes open and enter the space again. And I will let Dara conclude with her poem.
Okay. So I'm gonna read a pretty short poem called Hope is the Thing with Feathers by Emily Dickinson, who is one of my favorite authors. So, okay. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest seas, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me.
Beautiful, thank you. I'm gonna stop the recording.